Welcome to today's daily audio briefing of the Curated News, curated by Sandeep Ohri for Friday, 24th July, 2026. Let's get right into it, because our first story from the Wall Street Journal is, it's quite the visual. If you go to a Pitbull gig lately, you might notice fans turning up in his exact signature look.
Oh, I've seen this. The bald caps and aviators, right?
Yes, bald caps, aviator sunglasses, black ties, and crisp white shirts. Trying to find your mate in that crowd is, honestly, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack of bald caps.
A literal sea of bald caps. But I imagine everyone is filming that spectacle on their phones, which actually brings us to our second story from the Deccan Herald. They've issued a rather stark warning for content creators.
Oh, right, regarding privacy laws.
Exactly. I mean, chasing clicks is all well and good, but you absolutely have to respect privacy. You just cannot film people without their consent, even if you really want that viral moment.
Spot on. Now, moving over to the motor industry via the Wall Street Journal, it's the classic Tesla versus Toyota debate. If you look at market capitalization, Tesla definitely takes the crown.
Yeah, they do. But the Journal points out a fascinating disconnect. If you look at actual sales units and physical revenue, Toyota completely dominates.
Wait, where does Tesla rank on that metric then?
They actually get pushed all the way down to 10th place.
10th. Blimey.
Yeah.
So we're essentially valuing a tech company's promise over actual cars on the road?
Pretty much, yeah. And speaking of massive tech valuations, another Wall Street Journal report notes that OpenAI is drastically scaling up its data center ambitions.
Oh, I saw this. The projected spending is just, it's bonkers.
It really is. They are looking at hitting $750 billion by 2030.
$750 billion. Why on earth do they need that much capital just for data centers?
Well, because AI models need immense physical computing power. It's not just software, it's massive physical infrastructure.
Right. Well, sticking with the Journal, we are seeing dizzying numbers in banking, too. The British digital bank Revolut just launched a secondary share sale at $2,017 per share.
Which is a massive jump.
It really is. It boosts their valuation to $115 billion. That actually tops Barclays, the UK's largest bank, which is sitting at $95 billion. Sandeep questions. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, it echoes the Tesla situation entirely, doesn't it? You have a digital disruptor completely eclipsing a traditional high street giant.
Absolutely. But all this digital growth does rely on the physical world. And the Financial Express highlights that global shipping routes remain severely choked right now.
Yeah, geopolitical issues and bottlenecks mean freight rates they've basically doubled.
Exactly. And Sandeep notes, quite starkly, brace yourselves for higher prices in the coming months.
Right, because those transport costs just get passed straight on to us at the supermarket.
Unfortunately, yes. Now, speaking of high figures, the Financial Express also reports that Persistent Systems' Sandeep Kalra is the highest-paid CEO for the 2026 financial year.
Oh, really? What
Yeah.
sort of numbers are we talking about there?
He is taking home 388.58 crore rupees. That is a 162% increase.
Goodness me. That is quite the payday.
Right. Sandeep adds a lovely note here, actually. It reminds him of Amitabh Bachchan on the show KBC asking winners, Kya karenge is danra ashika, which means, what are you to do with this winning? Because it's what you do with what you have that really matters.
I love that perspective. Well, switching to a very different kind of extreme figure, the Times of India is reporting an astonishing weather event. Umbergaon in Gujarat just saw 1,064 millimeters of rain in 24 hours.
Wait, 1,054. To put that in perspective, that is 10 times Bengaluru's peak rainfall in June 2024.
Yes, it's incredible. It actually surpasses the devastating 2005 Mumbai floods, which had 944 millimeters. And Sandeep notes he was actually present for that one. This new deluge makes it India's third highest recorded rainfall.
That is just a terrifying volume of water. Now, jumping back to Bengaluru for a second, the Deccan Herald reports that locals now face strict pigeon feeding rules.
Pigeons?
Yes. You can only feed them in designated areas, and strictly between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m.
Well, it sounds trivial, but unregulated feeding causes massive sanitation issues in dense cities.
Makes complete sense. And finally, on the urban regulation front, the Times of India notes that Mumbai driving failure rates have nearly tripled.
But Sandeep reframes this brilliantly. He points out that getting a license didn't get tougher, the driving test got tougher. They are using stricter automated tracks now to ensure better road safety.
And wrapping it up for another Friday morning is this wonderful and inspiring piece of news from the Wall Street Journal. Yoko Morishita put on ballet shoes at age 3 and is still playing lead roles almost 75 years later. She danced Black Swan in January and is currently on a 45-year run as Clara in The Nutcracker. Sandeep adds that her dedication is amazing, and he asks you, the listener, to share a hobby or pastime you've followed for years. Have a fab day, folks. We'll see you tomorrow morning.